doing great. Hey, I want to have some fun tonight. Just pure old fun, right? So I'm going to plug in my hot glue because we're going to need a little bit of glue. We're going to need some paint, a little bit, not a lot, little of this, little of that. I'm using stuff that's right around me. Don't worry if not everything you have is right by you. I'm just grabbing my smock here, my good old Minnesota snowman smock right here. This is my crafting smock, guys. I hope you're all doing great. So we're going to create a turkey. I was going to use the Dollar Tree turkey. I'll show you that. This one here, but I just wasn't in the mood for him today. Maybe another day. I want to create one. I think that would be so much more fun. So I found this napkin. It says give thanks. And we're going to use that part. And we're going to put a little bit of maybe some of this at the bottom, maybe. For sure, the give thanks we'll be using on our turkey. Super fun. We're going to be using a mitten, a ball, and I cut off just so it's like a 3/4 ball. We're going to be using a leaf, and I broke off the stem here so it can sit flat. And then a couple burlap style leaves. We'll be painting this one. We might use some flowers. I got a couple flowers, maybe some of whatever this leaf was. And I have one black flower left, or blue, I guess maybe it is. And we might use all 3 for part of our turkey. So that's what we're going to start with. Who knows what else? Oh, and then like for the face, we'll have our turkey here. I thought maybe I could cut this, and that could be the wobbler or the face. It's a little weak on the top. That is my plan. So we're going to go with that plan. Just looking for my other scissors. I think I probably brought upstairs. Typical. No problem. And I'm going to cut this off first. Those scissors aren't cutting nothing. That's what scissors do, you know. They don't cut. So there we go. These ones do. Give it a quick break. And then we're going to just trim that off like so. Super nice. Now, if you got little splinters, take them out of your finger. This is my stir stick. So now I have a half a stir stick. It's a half a one. No problem. All right. And then we might even use a little red bow for our little turkey as just fun. Let's see what we can create. So let's start with first my hot glue is warming up. These will go kind of kitty wampus. This one we're going to paint red. I just realized I had no red in my paint here. Interesting. I thought I had it. We'll just use this. And you're not going to need a whole lot. We'll probably do the other side as well. Let's see, grab a good old brush here. Doesn't have to be anything over fancy. Oh, my brush is there. This will work. Now this is kind of an off red. It's not really a very bright red. Just add a splash of water. Can you all see? I'll tip it down. There we go. Just a splash of water, and I'm just gonna spread that red right around my whole board. Nothing over major here. Gonna keep this as simple, guys. This is just fun. Don't you just love creating from just nothing to something? That is like the funnest joy I get from crafting. I've done many thousands and thousands of crafts, guys, and my favorites are still the ones that I can just sit down and create without even thinking. Now, I didn't give this a whole lot of thought. I found one mitten. Don't know where the other half went. And it's a kid's mitten, so hope it's not my grandkids. Whoops. I don't know. And we're just going to paint this. Just like so. See, adding that little bit of water, I got all that paint to spread without even having an issue. We are going to paint the other side because we don't want it to be just one color. So we're going to paint this side as well. And we'll just kind of like take from this side and just go ahead and paint this. I have lots of paint on this side, so it's going to be just fine. We might have to add a little bit. And this side is a little bit on the rough side. A little bit. Say hello if you're here. Love to chat with you. I am live, so if you see the live button, you know I'm live. And if you don't, that means you're on my replay. And I would love you to subscribe if you like what you see. Super nice. I'm going to dry this one side real quick. Now, this isn't the most perfect leaf. How pretty it is, though. It's a pretty red. It's not a Christmas red. It is just red. You'd call it cherry red. And I really like it. I don't like everything being so Christmas all the time, you know? So, and this paint is from Craft Smart, and I got it at Michael's. Super nice. Look how pretty that is. It's a semi, oh, they're saying this is a satin. So it's not going to be shiny. But it will still be very pretty. And shiny for this one, I don't think we're going to need it shiny. And then we're going to paint the other side. Just a little bit. I don't want it to splatter all over me. And I just like to add a little bits of water. Don't have to. It spreads the paint. Just gets the paint like ready to go. I didn't even sand this, guys. I'm just using what I have. Okay? Just use what you have. Don't worry if it's not a perfect item. You don't always have to craft with the perfect stuff. You can actually craft and have a blast with what you got. It can be all messed up and you will still have a great time. And this is a great craft to do with all ages. If you're looking for a craft to do, you can have a contest with your family and put a timer on the clock and have them make their own little turkeys. It's always fun to do that. I think I'll paint my edges. That's totally up to you. Now, being that we use the same paint, it's not going to matter. You know, nothing's going to matter on this craft. It's just having fun. That's what's best about crafting, just having fun. There we go. Almost got it here. I just got to move my finger out of the way. There we go. And let's dry it up one more time. This one. Okay. Of course, the very end doesn't want to. Cover up. Of course. Something like that. Okay. Now it's dry. Dry quick. It dries pretty fast, I think. I haven't, I just started using Craft Smart. I bought the small package of the variety of colors. And not the highest premium paint. But for just around the house and doing small, quick crafts like this is perfect. Now, as you see, spot here, it's probably my finger. And I saw something else, I thought. Uh-oh, getting technical again, right? I try not to. Super nice, super nice. I'm just drying my edges. They should be probably just about dry. If not dry. We're not going to worry about if it's the side is dry, mainly. Maybe just a touch more here. All right. Super good, super good. Now I'm just gonna grabbing my paint water here. I'm just going to drop my brush in my paint. That's all I'm doing. Set that over here for a little bit. All right. So now we're going to take our black mitten that I found, and you guys can use anything you want. There's no right or wrong on this. And I am going to, let's see, I was thinking if I put my turkey this way, just want to make sure it was down. Probably I'm going to have to cut this down, make that part a little flat, I think. So I'm going to saw that down. Let's see. And this is an old wall I used. It has all these little holes in it. So I'm not using anything new. I'm just using what I have. Just set this piece aside. We might need that. I don't know what for, but for something. And then I like to pat it like so. That just helps repack it back in. See, now it sits. And this can sit next to it, hoping it's not going to be too heavy. I might end up putting something on the back of this. We'll see. So let's stick it in our glove. Now we have to determine which way. We might cut this part off. I'm hoping. I was hoping to turn it. Come back here. Oh. Like flat side down. Stick that thumb in there. Oh, now I got to turn it. Oh, just a second. I wanted the flat side at the top of my mitten. Boy, technical, ain't I? So now I got the curve of the mitten right there. So that makes it kind of slick. We'll slide that in. Seems to be a little hole there or something. We'll just pull that up. Tuck that in the back. It's okay if some of that white shows. I don't know if you can see that part. We can even leave this here. Now the head is going to go right in here, I think. So we're going to take, and I'm just going to poke a couple holes right next to each other. With my scissors. And then this is going to go like so. Now look at that. Now don't that look like a turkey? Not at all. But we're gonna make it happen. So it sits. It's a little wompy, but it sits. So we're going to take now our fun leaves, and I'm going to glue this one direction, this one the other direction. Now let's see. It'd be cool if I could cut these. We can. I have a pair of scissors. All right. I'm going to cut this way. And that way, I might have a little bit more control on how I want my leaves to go. Like, I can put one there, one there. We'll cut this one too. And I'm just cutting on the natural parts of the, where they have an angle. That way I can kind of intermix them right around the tops. Let's see. Let's go this way. You see how I did that? I just kind of these two can just be, oh, I think that worked out fairly well. There. No rough edges, red's showing. And this will come, get it in the center here. Lower that one down a bit. Oh, sweet. So let me show you. Whoops, it falls apart on me. Kind of how it's going to look. See? Now, actually, these two maybe should swap. Oh, yeah. Like that. Oh, yeah, I like that better. What do you think? Think that should work? All right, so now I'm just going to pick them all up. I'm going to flip it over. Hopefully I can do this. And I'm going to glue them on like so. Just want to make sure I had it the right way. Pretty sure I did. Yeah. And then orange and green. Yes. Green, orange, green, and orange. Okay. We are set. I'm just seeing if it mattered which way my items go. I don't think they do. So we're just going to put some glue here. Like so. Turn just a bit. There you go. A little bit higher. There we go. And this one is going to go here. I'm going to trim this part off. And don't forget to say hello. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Friends, I make a lot of crafts and I would love you to join me. Subscribe to my channel. That's all you need to do. And you'll be notified when I come on. And I'm on just about every night. Some nights I have family things going on, so you got to do those family things. Now this one's going to go right here and right here. Can you all see what I'm doing? And I'm going in between the reds so some of the red can show. And I'm getting it down to, now these ones I put side by side. You can see the little red. These ones are going to be starting to crisscross right here in the center. They won't be side by side. They will be crisscrossed like so. Okay. And that's going in this section here. And I don't want to go too far out from the natural curve of my leaves. I want to stay within that frame. Kind of being precise there. Oops. And then this one's going to crisscross right over and go in this space. Sorry, my back is like itchy. I don't know why. Does it need to be? So you want to make sure you're not too far over your spike. Go a little higher. Oop, went right through and got me. So now you have this part here. So now we're going to lay down the green here a little bit low. And then this orange is going to go right here so we have a nice blend. So first you're going to put this one just below the red so you have some red. Oh, this is a fun little craft. I'm enjoying this. I like making turkeys, so guys. Okay, so the next one would look for something like that. Now the orange is going to go right here. And as you see, you can see the red, the orange, the green. Very cute. And I'm just going to put it all over this one. That's going to go right down here. And just press it down now. I didn't do every single corner. You don't need to do that. So then you end up with something super cute like that. Now on this side, we could add some paint and things like that. But remember, I had these words and the pumpkins. So I thought I could put give thanks, and we're going to watercolor that out very simply. Actually, well, I want the pumpkins. Let's see. What other pumpkins do I have here? I don't like that pumpkin, but that one's too dark. Okay. Hold on. Change of plans. That's what crafters do. I could add this fun napkin here. It has leaves, and we can add this to the back. Find a good spot. And then, I'm not sure if I really like that. I do and I don't. Let's see, anything, guys, I'm so sorry. I changed my mind. And now I got to see if it all fits. Well, we could put the word thankful right across the middle. And that's already specialized. That could be kind of cute. Or the word blessed. They don't quite fit for all three. Darn. Oh, darn. Well, I think I'm back to my original idea, guys. That's how it happens. If you followed me for a while, you know that I do change my mind. So we're just going to cut this out. We're going to use the word thanks. I'm not really worried about just cutting it out right now. Just cutting it. And we're going to part it. Maybe probably have to use a piece of tape here. Thought it just ripped for me. My tape is nowhere in sight. And I'm going to trim out these pumpkins. This is just a water pen that I use. If you're looking for a fun water pen, friends, I use the ones from the baking section out of Hobby Lobby. And they're kind of handy. I squeeze and then I just put the water down as if I'm painting it. Very simple. And then I just pluck it apart. So I want it to be kind of naturally looking. And I get as close to my line as I can. And I'm not, again, not worrying about, especially on this craft, I'm not worried about anything that maybe we don't need. And it should separate here as it dries. And this one should, don't know why it won't separate for me. Because I'm online. If I wasn't online, it would separate. There we go. Yay. You can keep that piece if you want. Not all that necessary. Now this one's going to go right here, and we're going to go right around the words again with our water pen. So we don't need all that extra white. And again, I'm just plucking out the, I almost said I'm plucking out the feathers, but I am not. I'm plucking off the white water. And this will say give thanks. Just like so. It says give thanks. That is going to go right in here. And then those little pumpkins, and we're going to hope we can separate this. I'm just going to kind of rip that leaf off and see if it gives me a little start. So all you need is a little start, and you should be able to go from there. There we go. Now, being that I don't have any of those burlap leaves, I'm going to just use this for the back. Now, will we need all of these? Probably not. But we are going to make it look nice. Let's take off some of those. Mod Podge that right down and then peel off what we don't need. And then this can go how about we go down like that. We can actually tear this off. Oops, that didn't work. Mm-mm. Don't like how that's looking. Let me see what I got. What do I have here? I need an F. And I have, where'd it go? Oh, it's no. Right here. All right. So we're going to Mod Podge this pumpkin down real fast. Again, I'm just using what I got, friends. I could have used these flowers instead of the pumpkins. Maybe that would have been kind of cute on the butt. Take that off. Just gives that, and then put the word family here instead of the pumpkin. Oh my goodness, now I got myself making decisions. Awful. And I got the big black. Let's cut this off. Open it up. And let's glue that right down. Kind of like that, because the turkey's gonna go. Well, wait a minute now. If we did this with that in the back, that would look kind of cute. I do like that. This looks like a cauldron, but we're gonna touch this up. Maybe we like that better. And then we could add a flower here and a flower on this side, because I do have two of those. Again, you know, my turkeys never, that should actually be okay. I like that. Oops, I don't have it glued. That would be okay. We'll paint this a little bit of some gold on here. So let's do that. And then on the back of this, we can add the word family here. All right. So we're not going to need the Mod Podge. I think we'll be okay without Mod Podge. Okay. So that's our plan. Do you see how things just change as you go? You're never worried about any of what you do. You just do it. So we're going to glue this on. However, we're going to make this into like a little shirt tie. Right? So we're going to tie that out a little bit. We'll just take a little pipe cleaner and give it a twist. Now we want some of that bulk to be in the front as well. We don't want it all stuck in the back. Making it fun. And I'm just going to not zip tie, but just twist tie it. And you can wrap those around the front if you want. It's not really going to matter. We're going to be putting this little bowl right here, and then we'll make this into a turkey face. We'll kind of paint that a little gold brown. The red kind of matches this. Oh, this is coming out adorable. So we are going to glue this on. right over that mitten. Oops, we don't want to run out of hot glue yet. Not the timing, honey. Not the timing. And I put quite a bit on because it soaks through that glove. Now I'm setting this here, putting it down. Hopefully it's centered. So it looks like so. Now doesn't that look like adorable? I love it. Look how cute that little. Now you could leave it just like that and finish it off with a little turkey face. But I'm actually going to add these little flowers on it just to give it some fluff. Some fluff. And I cut off the stem part. And I'm just gonna glue. Oh, I like this. I like this turkey. It does look good. I'm just sticking it in the corner like so. So it's like that. Now we're going to paint the belly so it's not going to be black. This might be a little black and brown, but make sure you get that little dot. Now this is going in the other corner here. Make sure it sits. Not cute? Ah. It's so crazy. Now you could leave that a natural color there, but I'm actually going to use some gold. I'm just going to use my just my cap. Don't overwork it. Just have fun. All right. That one's too hard. I want a soft brush. There we go. And I'm just going to take my gold and I'm going to, might add a touch of brown to that. Just a smidge. Smidge of brown. Oh, that was a little more than a smidge. Sorry, it made it into the gold brown that I love. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to grab this gold here. We're going to kind of paint the belly. Just whatever it is. Try to move it around so it's not all in one spot. I don't want to use any of my water or anything like that. Let's see what that looks like. I think it's blending in too well. I'm just going to add some brown now to it. Again, trying to take out some, and I'm trying to use it as dry brush as I can. We'll probably add some more gold in just a second. Just trying to make it a little bit maybe not so bronzy. The spot here got a little too bronzy there. So I can spread it with my finger a little bit. I think we're going to have to go really bronzy. Oops. Just trying to lighten up that belly. Way down there. And again, I'm going as dry as I can go. Not worried about it getting on my little flowers. That's fine. Yeah, that actually kind of helped get it a little bit bronzier. But yeah, that looks better. I like that. Maybe a little bit more. Just really trying to spread it over the mitten. I think that worked. Look, that helped a lot. All right. Let's close up this gold before we have an issue. You know what kind of issue I'm talking about. One of those dunking issues. All right. So now we have this little guy here. We're going to need some little eyes. Where are my little eyes now? I thought I had smaller eyes than that. Here they are. These ones will be much better. You don't want anything too large. This is just a little turkey. Now let's see. We can put two. Oh, that's probably too small. Ugh. Smaller. Got a ton of these really, really small eyes, but you can't even see the eyeball. I like to see eyeballs. If I'm going to have eyes, I want to see them. It's like fishing for a needle in a haystack, I tell you. There we go. Two small eyes. Perfect. All right. Then we're just going to kind of set my glue where I want them. As you see. Now you can do yours any way you want it. All right, and then we need a beak. And they are usually kind of yellowish, orange, something like that. So I'm just gonna pop off my cap here. And I'm gonna cut off a triangle. I'm very resourceful, guys. And then let's cut this black piece off. And I'm going to fold it backwards to the end of my, like that. Okay, and now you're going to cut it to match. The best you can. Try to get this more to a point. And again, if it doesn't match completely, it's fine. And now you're going to flip it outward. So the for the beak is orange on the outside, and then I'm going to fold it in half the long way, just to give it like a when you fold it back, it will have a fold in it, like a beak, you know, like so. Now you're going to fold it and kind of pinch it. This one can pinch. It slid on me. Now I'm going to add just a little drop of glue in the inside here. Not much. And don't burn yourself. And I'm going to kind of close it up. So it's going to be like that. Let it cool. Don't squeeze it. And then, ooh, that would be cute. I have a small little bead here. I thought I had a small little bead. Guess it was a big bead. A white bead. Here are my beads. They're gone. See if I have a little tiny one in here. Where are my beads? They should be right here. Oh. I got my multiple beads right here. We're going to give her something to eat here. How about have a yellow one in here? Should be eating like a piece of corn or something. Sure. Now, guys, I like creating from nothing to something, and I have to look for my stuff. You never just know where it is, so you have to, you know. Sometimes you have to go searching. That's not really gold. That's green. Didn't even know I had a green. Ah, surprise! Here we go. There's a gold or yellow. That will look like a piece of corn in its mouth. Set this right back where I had it. Okay, so this, now that hot glue is in, you know, it's in there, and now I'm just going to put on top and bottom, and we're going to stick this in its mouth. So it looks like so. And we're going to put that right. Now you don't have to do it. It's just something I wanted to do. And that's going to go right there. So I'm just going to take some glue. And then I'm going to put some glue right here. kind of like a double set glue. Give it a second to dry a little bit. I'm going to give it a couple seconds to dry. No big deal. Oh, this is such a cute little thing. Now I'm going to use for a wobbler or gobbler or whatever they're called. I'm taking this shiny little bow, and I'm going to cut all this. That part we probably can just pull off. And I think I'll cut this piece off. So I have something like that. So a thing. I'm going to have to cut off this curve. Well, that could probably go. That middle part is too thick. Isn't this fun? I'm going to cut this part off a little shorter here. Oh, still a little shorter. So basically, I cut the whole fun part off. That's right. Look at that. And he has a little gobbler there. Now, if you want that gobbler to look a little, this is still wet here, so I'm getting like it all over me. You can make this a little bit fatter by just adding another piece right there. And then we're going to put this cute little bow here. And I like to fluff it out. Oh, we probably should put a nice bead there too. And that's going to go right here to just dress it up. Let's see. Oof, just knocked them over. So a bunch of glue here. Now I have this on a rubber band. So I have to be careful not to hit that rubber band because that rubber band will pop. I'll pop out my bowl. Perfect. And then we should put something there just to tidy it up. We're going to add, I'm going to grab a smaller ball. We're going to cut that. If we don't like that size, we can add a bit. Oh no, that should be just perfect. Now look how stinking cute this is. Oh, I have to say, I love this little turkey. Look at that. Now on the back, I'm going to put the word family here. So we're going to dress that part up while this is all drying. Isn't that cute? Even that right there is so cute. We're going to add the word family here, but we need to paint it up a little bit. It's a little bit dull. Let's see. Actually, we'll just do it on the table. Excuse me, got hiccups now. And we're going to put a little glue here and a little bit of glue there. I'm going to attach it to my A here, just a little bit. We kind of pieced it together. So it says family here. And then let's see, a bright yellow maybe. And I should have it stand out a little bit, don't you think? I mean, I try not to, but that's just me. We could add this, paint this gold, and then put family right above it, and that kind of hides that, gives it the butt look. You know what I'm saying? That's what we'll do. I'm just looking for a soft brush. Nothing came on that. I think that will be all right. So we're gonna just let that sit and dry for a second. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Turkey, stay there. And we're going to paint this now. I don't think the gold is going to show. Brown's going to make it blend in, so I think we either have to go with yellow or black. And since we have black on the front, I think we'll use gold and black together, whatever shows up on here. And then we'll dry them both. Oh, this is adorable, friends. I hope you like this. I know I love it. This is real-time crafting. And I hope you are very much enjoying it, and that you subscribe and help me grow. Super nice. All right. That's great. Cover this up. Put my pen in there. Now we're going to dry these up. The two of them. And then we'll attach it. Now these words are the ones that we did the other day. We took the words and we took them apart and put them in water. And they separated, remember? We used these words here from the Dollar Tree. We soaked them in water and they separated into 4 to 5 different pieces. Some were even more than that. Oh, guys, this has a, from the styrofoam ball. It gave it the, I hope you can see it, the little bumps. Turkeys aren't exactly flat. I got to be careful on this one because it's kind of melted together. And I don't want it to unmelt. But I think we're ready to put it together. I think I just put paint all over my face. The black one. Mm-mm-mm. What do I have here? Let me just look here on my table. That's where I have everything, guys. Everything's right here on the table. And I just never know what I'm going to use because I don't craft like some people. All right, so we're going to flip this word over and we're going to add lifters. Let's see, I have sticks. Stick might work better. We're going to need a little higher stick. These ones aren't quite so high. What could I use? What could I use? I want something to stand out. Cut that in half. Maybe. How much? Oh, quite a bit will show on it. So we'll cut off the tip of this one and the tip of this side. And then we'll try to cut it right down the center here. This is like a balsa wood. It's pretty cheap wood. And I think flat side out, and we'll just kind of glue it on. I'm gonna have to trim that back just a bit. And a little bit on the side. And that side's much harder because we want it inside the word. I think that should work. So we're going to glue this part. And this is very curvy, guys. So we're just doing the tops of the curve for the word. So it's going to stand out like that. Now that line is going to show. Crumbles. We'll paint that. It's going to be gold and black together. Sure, I get my ends. Good old paint water. All right. Now I'm just going to wipe it on my shirt just a bit. Just to dry it fast. Keep it on for a while. Hopefully the glue will stick this time. We could have used a piece of yarn or cording. Let's try that again. It's okay. It's going to work. We're going to make it work. Okay, so this has to be glued on first so we know where we're going to place our word family. Glue ran out. 1 second, please. Letting it soak in a little bit. Got my turkey sitting down. That's going to go right down here on the butt. Let's see if that still sits. So the back looks like that, and then family is going to go right here. And it's going to stand out a little bit. Only like 1/4 of an inch. And this is cardboard, friends. That's all that is. The stick is glue, or wood. The stick is glue. Crazy me. I give it just a second to cool. Oh, that's so fabulous. Now this one spot here looks a little bit goofy right here. But now the black is like really like not showing up. It blended in. I wanted it to stand out. So I think what I'll do is take my gold again and just paint right over my gold. Let's see this color. Oh, my brush don't want to come out. We're going to just paint over it, make it gold. I guess I must have been wrong. I can be wrong. I'm not sure if I like it. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I certainly like the other side. I'm not sure if I like this, but we'll take a look in the window here and see what you guys think. So you can see it a little bit. I mean, it's not a very great it's only paper, so. What can I expect out of paper? Maybe this should be brown instead of gold. Let's just try a touch of brown on that with the gold. Just a smidge of brown. And some gold. Maybe this was too gold. Guys, I'm just working it out right here in front of you. That's what I'm doing. Actually, I think that helped. My lighting's kind of goofy there, isn't it? It's being blocked. But there you go. I think that will work. I'm happy with that. And then our front. And it sits very nicely, easy to go on the table. Super fun craft, guys. Super, super fun. Make sure you cover up all your paints now. And make sure you go wash out your brushes. Because you don't want them to dry up. Because then you have to go buy new ones. But there you go. Our cute little Thanksgiving turkey. Here's a close-up. I'll just do a little 3D turn here. Look how cute that is. And there's his bottom. It says family. There you go. Ain't that adorable? Thank you so much for coming, guys. And I hope you had a great time with me. And don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see. Tomorrow we'll be doing a whole different craft. It's something different. I will not know what I'm doing until tomorrow morning or even tomorrow night. But have some fun, get creative, use the things that you have right there in your own home. All right? Have a great turkey day. See you later. Bye-bye.